What's up, everybody? Bassman64, you have brought us back to Rush. Absolutely. So I did read the lyrics ahead of time because now that I have in the comics, I learned that Niels, writes the majority of the lyrics. And so I'm like, okay, well, I always get lost in the music. So now I'm like, I got to pay attention more to the lyrics because a lot of people are like, the lyrics.
It's always the struggle with good music.
Yeah, you got to see what you got to focus on. I'm a musician, so I always focus on the instruments first and the lyrics last. I don't want to ramble too much, but I know you don't want to know anything, right? You want to
go I just genuinely want to listen to it for the first time and not have a
perspective of how it's anything.
Yeah, any preconception, any opinion on it.
That's how I want.
And blind. That's the beauty of it.
That's the best way to go in. But now I'm like, God, I gotta read the lyrics.
No, but I get it. And the name of the song is
"Losing It."
Oh.
I think this is from 1982 because when I was researching the lyrics, I think this is off their earlier material. So yeah.
You said 80s, and I'm in
82. Yeah. I think could be wrong, but anyway, here we go. See what they throw at us.
This is 80s.
What is it?
No, I was just saying this is 80s. We're
well,
correct.
I think they added synth later in the career, like in the 80s. A lot of people were saying they brought the synth in, so definitely right off the bat, totally. I like it. It's got a cool synth sound to it. It doesn't even sound 80s, it just sounds like a synthesizer. What is that? Right?
Dancers flows of frantic pace and pain and desperation. Aching limbs and downcast face aglow with perspiration. Stiff as wire, her lungs on fire with just the briefest pause. Flooding through her memory, the echoes of old applause.
Oh, that's smooth.
And she limps across the floor and closes her bedroom
I feel like it's such a tease. I feel like it's such a tease right now.
This is so good. The way they built this up in this section. And I love how it was in a note and then it dropped down a note. I don't know if it was a half step or a full step. Rewind it. Okay.
You hear the drummer too.
No, back. I had to hear this drop again.
and closes her bedroom door.
Right there.
The writer stares with glassy eyes, defies the empty page. It is white, his face is lined and streaked with tears of rage. 30 years ago, how the words would flow with passion and precision. Now his mind is darkened all by sickness and indecision. And he stares out the kitchen door, where the sun will rise no more.
Ooh. Where the sun rise no more. I think that's what he said. Ooh. What a lyric.
That is what he said.
This is, yeah.
And he stares out the kitchen door, where the sun will rise no more.
What a great lyric. Wow, crazy.
Yep.
Some are born to move the world, to live their fantasies. But most of us just dream about the things we'd like to be.
They nailed this.
Sadder still to watch it die than never to have known it. For you, the blind who once could see, the bell tolls for thee.
Bell tolls for thee. Wow.
Bell
Tolls for thee. Oh, good. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, I took the seatbelts off, right?
He'll miss everything's off.
Oh, man. Oh. That section was nuts. You guys all know that when they started like jamming out, wow, crazy. I almost want to rewind it to the very beginning, but that was a long section at the same time. And I love how it stripped and let you breathe, because I was like, I do need a breath. That was a lot. I'm going to rewind it a little bit. How far back do you think I should go?
I'll leave it up to you.
Okay. Yeah, no, further back. This is crazy. This rhythm's nuts.
For you, the blind who once could see, bell tolls for thee. Bell tolls for thee.
Ah, crazy. What a great job Rush did. Yeah, once again. God, this was just a masterpiece. I absolutely loved it. I loved it. Flooring every single time, man. This was a killer. Bassman 64. This is why you recommended it. You knew how incredible this track was, how it was going to be. And when you hear it for like your first time listening to this, as we've slowly started to get on a certain level with the band of Rush and hearing what they're capable of. But man, they even still, we listen to new songs and it's like crazy. It's like one after the other. It literally is. Like they just keep going to all these different directions, new levels.
They're all hitters.
They're hitters. Yeah, they're all hitters, man. Losing it. What a great track. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, a heavier subject matter, losing it. But it's a great track.
Well, I think it's beautiful at the same time.
It
is
is.
a part of life. And it happens to everybody, and people are going to relate to it. And so Rush is still bringing, Rush, you're still bringing positivity, even though you wrote about a heavier subject matter.
I'm sure they intended it that way, I feel.
The musicianship, yeah, it's off. I don't need to say anything. It's crazy. Like there was definitely parts I was trying to listen to the melody. I was trying to listen to the lyrics. I was trying to hear the meaning. I was trying to listen to the rhythm of the song. Wow, I was trying to listen to all the instruments.
How can you? Huh? You know, you tried.
I heard a lot.
It's the first listening of how and it's at times a bit overwhelming because you are trying to catch every little angle and everything.
God.
But you're so excited, you just want to get lost in it too, and we do. That's what happens. And then we're like, yeah, that was great.
I absolutely do, because I'm following along in the way they write and the way Neil writes his drum tracks, man. It's just like, it's kind of like a roller coaster.
You read the lyrics. Did you feel anything after listening to it?
Well, definitely. I mean, they had some staples in there, like a typewriter and a wheelchair. So it's from my understanding when I read the lyrics, it was dealing with a person that in their life hits peaks in their lives. You know, there's similarities to creativity, to growing older, to athleticism, even in a sense of being like a performer. And then as you age, your body starts to break down and can't perform as it could. That's one element.
At the level that you once could.
Right, but then there's a metaphor that kind of spreads across the board of how they wrote it to where it goes into artistic things. Like if you're a writer and you run a write and then you hit, you know, a brick wall and you can't write anymore, or you have a peak of this creativity and you have this passion
like
and you're just on
fire,
and then you get into something and you just don't have it anymore. You can't produce at that same level you once could at a time. Whether
produce,
exactly, whether it's a writer or whatever it is. I think we all feel it
as the years go by. Yeah, so, absolutely. And like Invincible, it gives more of like the feel of fading away almost.
Yeah, so I think that lies in the lyricism and the concept of this, that's the title, right? You all hit that wall at some part. You got to find inspiration again or something that motivates you again, you know, because you get peaks in your, you basically specialize something in your life that you're a master at, and then it starts to decline, you know, and passes you by, I would think, you know, and then the next generation kind of takes off with it, what you did before. But I think it's kind of realizing, so there's all these human emotions and the lyricism and stuff like that. So I got the video, like the girl like sitting on the floor or whatever. I couldn't comprehend that, but I saw the typewriter. I think that's why the typewriter's in there, because someone said it was like Ernest Hemingway was someone involved in kind of the concept of lyricism and what Neil chose to wrote. He wrote this, so he wrote the lyrics to this, and then he wrote the drums. Jesus. We'll wrap it up. Bassist Man 64. Thank you. You definitely knew. You hit us with a killer on this one. A straight hitter. So that's it.
Dancer slows a frantic pace in pain and desperation. Her aching limbs and downcast face aglow with perspiration. Stiff as wire, her lungs on fire with just the briefest pause. Flooding through her memory, the echoes of old applause. And she limps across the floor and closes her bedroom door. Writer stares with glassy eyes, defies the empty page. It is white, his face is lined and streaked with tears of rage. 30 years ago, how the words would flow with passion and precision. Now his mind is darkened all by sickness and indecision. And he stares out the kitchen door, where the sun will rise no more. And he stares out the kitchen door, where the sun will rise no more. Summer